coming at you. Wow, I've got one I have been waiting to do. It was one of the beers that I got in a beer trade from DJ. Thank you, DJ. And this is a hint as to what it is tonight. If you don't already know, I've got my Goose Island glass. Tonight we're doing none other than Night Stalker from Goose Island. And looking forward to this one. This is a beer that's based off of the Bourbon County Stout, and it's just supposed to be a really hoppy version. I mean, that's the basics of it. It's packed with Mt.Hood and Simcoe, and the malts on this are 2-row, Munich, chocolate, caramel, roasted barley, and debittered black. So we're gonna get this open. Had a nice little hiss on it. We're gonna get a pour of the Night Stalker. Wow, look at that. That beautiful dark head on that. And that's a nice 1.5 finger head on there too. That's quite impressive. Now I poured semi-aggressively, not super aggressive, but that's quite something for an 11.7% ABV beer, 60 IBUs. This is an imperial stout. Cheers. We're gonna get the nose on this one. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the first thing I'm hit with is boom, some big hops. And I could smell this nice roasted flavors behind it, but the hops were just very, very strong. Oh my gosh, I'm getting serious citrus and pine. I mean, you know, sometimes I talk about grapefruit. This has got grapefruit. This has got some tangy grapefruit and some really nice pine. I got this roasted malts and chocolate coming behind it. Whoa, whoa! I didn't expect it to be so hoppy. I'm thrilled. I'm even more excited. You know, I'm getting some like possible dark fruits, maybe a hint of coffee on that. The biggest thing coming through though really is the pine and like a dark roast with some chocolate. I'm going to get a nose on it again as it warms up because this is going to be a couple trips on the lane, this one. We'll drink it now, we'll warm it up more and try it again, but cheers. Wow. 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 Okay, so right up front, it's like I get hit big time by the Mt.Hood hops. Just boom. And this nice bitterness, and then you get this chocolate that comes in. I'm going to try to describe which chocolate more clearly in a moment. And it kind of levels out. It comes out the back end. You pick up on the Simcoe, and you get this really great orange. So this orange with chocolate type flavors. It's wow, that is really very cool. Well, some of the flavors are almost hard to identify. And I think it's because the mixes that are coming into play here. You're getting this mix of chocolate with coffee, and then with all these hops, you know, you've got your grapefruit, but it's mixed in with orange, and it's not a sweet grapefruit. It's almost like a bitter or grapefruit rind. But then you've got this sweet orange coming in, and the mix of those is quite something. I almost feel like I get a hint of black licorice on it. It's really smooth, you know, kind of a silky, creamy texture, which is really nice. Even now, I haven't done anything with this. And you can see there's a little bit of lacing in the glass, and you've got a ring of the head around the edges of the glass. It's really nice. the chocolates I'm getting on it. I would kind of describe it two ways. I get a bit of like a semi-sweet chocolate, like semi-sweet baker's chocolate, but I also get a little bit of like a dry baking, like cocoa powder, or good cocoa powder. There's it's a little bit earthy, maybe a hint of brown sugar. Not really molasses, yeah, more like I think a dark brown sugar. It is a little bit boozy, but not extremely so. And the hops are so prominent, it's hard to tell what else I'm going to pick up. So I've already thrown a lot of stuff out there. I'm going to let this warm up some more. I'm going to enjoy it and I'll be back. I'm back. I'm smiling. What more do you want? You know, I was so excited about this beer. I don't think I mentioned the color. This sucker's opaque, okay? And it's just a dark like onyx brown. It's beautiful beer. And, you know, it'll leave some lacing and so forth, but you know, it's not a heavy duty lacing, but what do you expect on 11.7% beer? All right, here's one of my descriptors I need to add. I want to draw a picture for you. My wife likes at Easter, they'll come out and they'll get this this little round candy, and when you open it, it comes apart in little pieces, and it's some kind of an orange like filling with chocolate on the outside. Okay, the Simcoe, the orange coming off the Simcoe is amazing. And the grapefruit and all the citrus flavors coming out from the Mt.Hood, again, amazing. This is a heavily hopped, and this is not a this is not a black IPA. It's not a BIPA or BIPA, however you want to say it. This is a stout. This is just a heavily hopped stout. But this has the coffee and the chocolate, maybe, you know, like I say, a hint of many other things, and I've gone through those. I don't need to repeat them all. This is one wonderful beer. Cheers. Oh. It's warmed. It's become sweeter, but the orange aspect really balances this out. I was really shocked at the beginning at just how hoppy, how much grapefruit was coming through, and there was a ton of it. It works. It just works. I don't know. This is a tough one to rate. I'm gonna take another sip. Well, you know, I edit these things. And had you heard the in-between part, you would hear me like, you know, moaning in ecstasy. It's just creamy, delightful. This is a full body beer, you know, maybe in the light side of full, but it is full. And as it warms, it becomes more full and more creamy and silky. What a wonderful, wonderful beer. You know, all right, so we'll do this here with the label out. Here we go, Goose Island. This is a cheers to DJ's Brew Tube. Check him out. Thank you very much, my friend. I truly thank you. What a great beer. I've got some big Goose Island beers coming. I've got the Big John and then the big hitter, the Bourbon County brand stout coming up soon. But this one's fantastic. I've got to give this in a stout a 97. This is a wonderful, wonderful stout. That puts in that A to A plus range, if you will. It is right there. If you like hops and you like stouts, you can't miss with this one. Overall, we're hanging right in there with that 97. You know, that orange and that chocolate with the coffee and all the other things behind. This is a winner. This is absolutely a winner. This is Clements Homebrew. This is a happy Clements Homebrew. This is Kevin. saying, cheers, life is too short to drink cheap beer. I'm not doing that again this evening. I'm drinking one hell of a good beer, and I will see you on the next beer review. Man, Bear Pig, I'm drinking your dream stout right here. Most hoppy, all stout.